Hello, welcome to the Defense Healthcare Management Systems team. I'm Matt Hudson. I run the contracting office for CD-DHMS. We support the PEO DHMS and all of their federal partners. We're here to apply our talent and creativity to come up with solutions that make sure that the PEO and their customers have the highest available level of talent for any given dollar that we spend externally, and to make sure that our industry partners' outcomes are perfectly aligned with PEO DHMS success. Whether you're joining my direct team or one of our partner teams, we're glad to have you. Welcome to the onboarding process. In a few moments, I'll turn it over to JR to run you through some slides with a little bit more information about CD-DHMS. But first, I wanted to share a little bit about our philosophy and what makes us different. I think you'll find that we're not your previous generation contracting office. As I alluded to, I run the team more as a creative, design-focused sort of agency rather than a rigid, compliance-focused, paper-pushing office. What that's done is it's allowed us to attract some really high-talent team members, and we're excited to add you into that mix and really ramp up our horsepower to that next level. Our high agency team members every day are coming up with really creative solutions to some really hard problems. They take charge of these problems. They don't just let them happen to them. And they advocate to really push for results that a lot of people will tell us are impossible. And doing the impossible and achieving the impossible is really part of our DNA and has been since our founding back in 2013. Sometimes this can ruffle a few feathers every now and then, but we owe nothing less to our stakeholders because our work sits at the nexus of technology and healthcare. These are two of the biggest challenges facing the world today, but they're also two of the areas that have the highest potential to really change people's lives for the better. And every member of our team has an opportunity to have an impact on these things and bring great outcomes for patients, customers, service members, everyone, really on a national scale. So throughout the onboarding process, you're going to get a lot of information. You're going to begin to be exposed to some of the challenges that we'll solve together. I would say just keep in mind how important and how impactful your work is to this organization. And once again, welcome to the family.
Thanks for the great intro, Matt. My name is JR Oliver, and I'm one of the branch chiefs here at PEO DHMS. We put this video together so you can understand who we are and what we do, but more importantly, why we do it. Founded in 2016, we are a relatively new contracting division in DHA, established to take on the agency's toughest IT contracts. As the tech world moves at a lightning pace, our goal is to not only keep pace with the constantly changing landscape, but also drive innovation in the health IT space. All the foundations of our division, our vision, values, history, are directly linked to our client, the DHMS Program Executive Office. As we walk through each of these key areas, you will be able to see how we go beyond just being a traditional contracting office to being a world-class business advisors in the health IT arena. While our history as a division is a relatively short one, it is constantly evolving to meet current as well as future needs. The National Defense Strategy in 2018 stressed the need to develop IT faster to meet the military needs, and the Adaptive Acquisition Framework provided guidance to modernize acquisition methods for software. To align with these strategies, the DHMS team developed the PEO 3.0 concept to modernize and accelerate change across the PEO portfolio. The goal was to not only bring in the best health IT to the servicemen and women across the DoD, but to also attract top talent from commercial and government to work for the PEO. As the PEO mapped out their future vision with the PEO 3.0, the contracting team also began crafting their vision of how to take the role of business advisor within the PEO to the next level. This led to the establishment of the DISCO, the DHMS Internal Strategy Consulting Organization. The DISCO team was comprised of contracting and finance members who utilized their knowledge of the entire PEO portfolio of tools to craft smarter, leading-edge contracting vehicles which could keep pace in a dynamic world. We take pride in the fact that we are not a normal contracting office, and our vision reflects that. As contracting professionals, we embed ourselves with the PEO program teams and hold a key seat at the table as requirements are developed. We take our role as strategic advisors seriously and seek to offer value to our clients. This is reflected in our division vision, which is to transform from a transaction support function to an organizational value driver through strategic advisory, dynamic collaboration, and creative relationship solutions. As we crafted our vision, we realized the vision needed to be built on a strong foundation of values. These 6 core values serve as a guidepost for everything we do. We aim to put the end user at the forefront of the contracts we develop, while also fostering a culture of inclusivity. We encourage creative thinking and also empower decision-making at the lowest possible level. Finally, we strive to partner proactively together with our program team partners and endeavor to utilize human-centered design in our contract vehicles. As a part of the Department of Defense, we get to serve the men and women of our armed forces. However, as a part of the Defense Health Agency and PEO DHMS, we also get to play a key role in ensuring the medical care those service men and women receive is the absolute best it can be. Our efforts of providing a single electronic health record across the DoD is making it so service members don't have to carry a paper copy of their medical records when they move from station to station. It is also seeking to integrate with non-DoD entities, such as the Department of Veteran Affairs, so medical records transition with service members as they move on to civilian life. In addition, our work on theater blood contracts, the Medical Common Operating Picture, or MedCop, and the Operational Medicine Data Service provide support for doctors around the world. Whether you are a contracting professional or work with them, you know the acquisition process is a tough road to navigate. It is an endless maze of regulations, conflicting guidance, differing priorities, and all of it seems to make it impossible to get a good contract awarded. This is especially true when dealing with technology-based contracts. As technology rapidly changes, so do our clients' needs. The service members joining the military are accustomed to using easy, intuitive apps which need little to no explanation. Compare that to typical DoD IT programs, which are often extremely complicated to use and require lengthy training modules, or at the very least, a local expert who can help you navigate around all the bugs in the system. Adding fuel to the fire is legacy coding, which is often outdated and nearly non-comprehensible to anyone but the developer who made it. We know we are not the only ones dealing with these challenges. However, rather than continue to admire the problem, we are actively changing the way we operate to create a better acquisition cycle. We really examined the current ways of doing acquisition and asked, how can we do this better? Most acquisition cycles are linear. You start at point A and you end at point Z. We quickly realized that faster, smaller iteration sessions were needed to help keep pace with technology. This allows requirements to be developed in a more agile way, and like the agile development loop, it is unending. Requirements are vetted and approved by the whole PEO so that individual programs have both an awareness and a say in the requirement process. This allows synergies to happen organically and for program teams to find commonalities across their requirements. Our team has the opportunity to serve some of the best clients in the world, the PEO DHMS and the Federal Electronic Health Record Modernization Office, or the FIRM. The PEO was chartered to transform the delivery of healthcare and advanced data sharing through a modernized electronic health record, or EHR, for service members, veterans, and their families. The The PEO is comprised of multiple program teams, all focused on different aspects of health IT. The Defense Healthcare Management System Modernization Program, or DHMS, is responsible for the deployment of a single electronic health record across the Department of Defense. The Joint Operational Medicine Information Systems Program, or JOMIS, provides interoperable medical IT capabilities to the warfighter across the full spectrum of military operations. The Enterprise Intelligence and Data Solutions Program, or EADS, facilitates informed decision-making through the delivery of information services and data in a timely, relevant, and actionable manner. Finally, the firm was established to drive federal health IT solutions across the Department of Defense, Department of Veterans Affairs, and the U.S. Coast Guard in implementing a single, common, federal electronic health record. We are a small but mighty team, and we are growing fast. Over the next 2 years, we plan to recruit approximately 17 new professionals to join our team. We are looking for the best and brightest from across the contracting landscape, and if you are watching this video, that may just be you. We want people who challenge assumptions, aren't afraid to push boundaries, and are ready to tackle the toughest IT challenges we can throw at you. We certainly value traditional contracting skills, but are looking for individuals to build on that foundation with other equally important skill sets. We like our people to have a working knowledge of technology and the basics of design and product thinking. We also value relationship skills and other soft skills which can help us create influence with our clients. In my 20 years in contracting, some of the best contracting professionals I've known have had some of the worst people skills. No one listened to their great ideas because they were so unbearable to be around. We want a well-balanced mix of technical, contracting, business acumen, and relationship skills to help take our team to the next level. To attract the best talent to come work for us, we have modeled our work environment after a modern IT company. Our virtual first motto allows us to reach the best all over the United States and beyond, rather than be confined to a local specific area. Currently, we have teammates spread out across 5 states, and we anticipate that number will continue to grow. We maintain a casual work environment. If wearing a sweatshirt to work helps you generate great ideas, we are all for it. We don't want you to be stifled by a sport coat or business casual. And we foster great ideas no matter who they come from. We are a relatively flat organization, and all voices are equal. If a junior member has the best idea, that's the idea we use. I hope the excitement and enthusiasm we have for our work has come through in this presentation. The DHMS Contracting Division is an awesome place to work, and we are proud of the work we are doing. We stretch ourselves professionally to deliver world-class contracts to our clients. We know what we do is unique and take pride in that we are not a typical contracting office. If you have any questions about who we are or what we do, please reach out to Matt Hudson or myself, and we would be happy to discuss our division further. We are excited to bring you on board and want to get you acclimated as quickly as possible. We will push to get you set up with all the equipment you need, but unfortunately, these things can take time in the government. However, we have come up with a construct to get you engaged and advance the learning curve while working with the equipment you may or may not have. What you see is a 3-tiered strategy to help you learn depending on what tools you have available after you onboard. In addition, your new supervisor and/or team lead will be reaching out to guide you through the onboarding process and get you added to the team's recurring meetings for which you'll be joining.